No, he never win those arguments.
All right, let me ask you this. Niners tonight.
Oh, it's draft day.
Offense only. Offense only to start. If they walk away, first couple of picks, you can only pick one. Protect Brock Purdy, get playmakers for Brock Purdy. What would be your preference?
Dude, I love that jingle.
Decision is in.
I love that jingle. You got to protect Brock Purdy. You got to protect him. Get some offensive linemen. Now, I will say this. Don't draft an offensive lineman just to do it.
Yeah.
They did this with Mike McGlinchey, and he walked after 5 years. Derwin James was on the board, and I love Derwin James because he's a Florida State Seminole, but he had a rough year. He was coming off a torn ACL, so he was a little gimpy, so I get why he slipped a little in the draft. But don't take a lineman just to take one. If you're going to take a lineman, make sure he fits your system, and this dude can translate to being a guard and run your zone scheme and all that stuff. I do love playmakers. You know, I love me some playmakers.
And they lost. You were there. I was in Seattle. I know. Protection is a part of it.
Yeah.
There was no one open.
No.
There was one
bad.
play Ricky Pearsall separated, and he dropped that. It was a tough pass.
He dropped the pass,
He
though.
dropped the
You got to
third
make
down.
those plays.
Thank you.
You got to make them. Juwan Jennings, he's still being guarded, and he's still unsigned right now. So
Weird how that happens.
You want to talk about, I don't need to talk, Juwan Jennings was a good Niner, but he played himself.
Yeah, I agree.
He played himself. He held out in the way he held out in training camp. We get it. And he played through broken ribs, and Brock Purdy, throwing the no ball and cracked 3 ribs against against the Jaguars? Mm-hmm. But he's still unsigned.
They miss Aiyuk so much.
Listen,
I love Mike
we knew
Evans.
that was happening.
I love.
No, but they miss a guy who could just separate, get open, drive the ball down the field in terms of put pressure on safeties. Right. They miss that player.
Listen, with Jed York at the owners meeting, he said, "Hey man, maybe there's a pathway to him coming back." Listen,
not happening.
I was a sucker. I may have been one of the first. You know what? I started daydreaming, and I would have brought it to radio. You imagine if the Niners had Mike Evans, Christian Kirk, and Brandon Aiyuk? Oh,
That'd
my
be
God.
awesome.
That'd be awesome, but it's not
going to happen.
Yeah, I know it's not going to happen.
You can do Mike Evans, Christian Kirk, and Deebo Samuel.
The
That's
Titanic
possible.
has a better chance of actually getting back on shore and completing actual missions than Aiyuk does ever wearing the Niner uniform again.
And they did not, you saw the photos of him yesterday off the private jet. People were like, oh, man, he's got some gray hairs and a double chin. I was like, I'm not one to talk. But he did look like he put on a couple pounds.
He looked fat.
Well, I'm not one to call somebody fat.
Send me the photo. Send me the
For
photo.
a wide receiver, come on.
Yeah, I'm not one to call somebody fat. I mean, look at me.
neither.
But listen,
I feel like I'm not going to say it.
So who was that as? Fedoti asked me about Denver's body. It's I was like, dude, I'm not. I hear body shaming. But no, they need a playmaker will be nice because they need speed.
Tight end?
Speed. Well, last year, look, I like the Michael Williams pick, but you know what I wanted 12 overall?
We wanted Tyler Warren.
And I ran this dude at the spot. He goes, dude, the Tyler Warren idea. I want a tight end. Tight ends are great.
Ask the Bears if having Cole Kmet and Loveland wasn't dynamic last year.
Oh, my Lord. Tyler Warren, Loveland. Loveland came on late and became a baller.
He was awesome.
And this young man from Oregon is probably not going to slip.
Kenyon Sadiq?
He's not going to slip to 27, is he?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I'm not banking on it.
Now, would you be willing to trade up to get Sadiq?
No. I don't know.
No?
You got 6 picks already. I mean, you're going to have to trade a couple of the picks that you have already to move up into maybe the teens or something. Then you got to take away from your capital in the next year. And they need picks right now.
They have too many holes. I want them to have 2 or 3 second rounders.
Right. Well, I wouldn't mind trading back.
Yes.
Pick it. And that's, you asked me the question about Purdy. What would you rather have? I'd rather have protection. But honestly, I'd rather move back because I do think you can get some value in the second and third round in this draft. And look, you know me, Shasky. I want a Juan Thorhill. I want a Xavier Watts, young man from Atlanta who looks like a baller. I need a safety. And there's 2 safeties I'm looking at.
Well,
I know everybody's
don't
talking
say
about
Caleb Downs.
No.
He's not gonna be available.
That's what I'm saying. We're not getting him.
Yeah, no, I know. That's a pipe dream.
Sonny Styles is probably my favorite prospect in this. Him and Jeremiah Love.
I still love Caleb Downs. Caleb's
awesome.
He's a baller.
They got shredded, though.
But this young man from Toledo, everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
Emmanuel McNeil Warren. I'm also looking at a guy from Arizona, Genesis Smith, where you could get some value with this guy. Genesis Smith. It's like NCAA, right?
Such a great name.
Genesis Smith could play free, could play strong, sideline to sideline. He runs a 4.5 40. They need safeties. Like our safety position is lacking. Then I know Tig Brown. I heard Javier in Vacaville call about Tig Brown. Come on, Javier. I've come to love Javier.
Him. Don't say you love him. I love him. You don't.
I love him. He checked me on Jimmy Ward. He got me on that one. I lost accuracy. I admit that.
But Bonte, aren't there some guys? Let's say you got Tig Brown, Siegel, okay, Brown, Mustafa. I would put Renardo Green.
Yeah.
I would put Ricky Pearsall. And then let's throw in D. Winters / Nick Martin. Mm-hmm. If you were to pick a couple of those guys, which ones would you keep and which ones would you consider stapling to a draft pick? Siegel, Brown, Mustafa, Green, Pearsall, Winters, Martin. These are guys I put in the either I'm trading you away or it's a make or break year for you.
I think about trading Siegel. Just because we haven't seen it. And once he lost his confidence, he He got beat for the touchdown in the Seattle game. Back, hey, what are you looking at? Where's your eyes at? He lost his confidence ever since that game at SoFi Stadium against the Rams. He was never the same. Tig Brown, I would look to move too. You need a cover safety, in this, especially in this division. You got guys going over the top like Puka and Davante and Jackson Smith and Jigba. Give me a safety. Give me a safety who could cover. Mustafa, you got 2 strong safeties on this team. Give me a cover safety that could go sideline to sideline, play in the cover 3 system, and take that deep middle. Or he could recover and get to the deep third. Give me a free. So I would staple Siegel and Tig Brown.
So what about Ricky Pearsall? Is there any world where you see Ricky Pearsall, they don't take a receiver because they believe in Ricky Pearsall?
I do believe they believe in Ricky Pearsall. And to that point, I think maybe they believe in Jordan Watkins a little bit, right? Have we given up on Watkins? Have we given up on Watkins yet?
I think Shanahan said at the end of the year last year that part of the plan at receiver, I'm paraphrasing here, is that they expect one of these younger receivers, whether it's Jordan Watkins, whether it's Jacob Howing, maybe even it's Junior Bergen. I don't know if that was one of the guys mentioned, but he basically is like one of these younger receivers needs to step up and level up to the next level and start contributing next year. So maybe if they don't take a receiver, maybe that is a sign that they A, believe in Ricky Pearsall, or B, even believe in one of these secondary receivers stepping up a little bit.
Pearsall's interesting. If I'm them, what about a middle round pick and Pearsall for Brian Thomas?
I do.
2 guys that need to change the scenery.
I know you keep saying that. I don't see it happening.
Okay.
Because why would Jacksonville do that?
Because he fell out of favor.
But you're going to trade for a wide receiver who's failed to stay off the football field? Like, they're trying to compete, too.
It's true.
They were a snap away from beating the Buffalo Bills. A 2-minute drive away from beating the Buffalo Bills. They won, they were cooking. They won that division, right? The AFC South. So I don't see them doing that.
What about another draft day move that could happen in the next 2 days? I brought this up. I'll bring it up again. Alvin Kamara could get moved from New Orleans. Are you interested in that at all?
How much juice does he have left? Because I'm not going to lie, I didn't watch a lot of Saints games.
Nobody did.
He's a hell of a player.
That's what I'm saying.
He'd also be splitting time with McCaffrey, obviously, which if he has less juice, that's probably better because he'll have less snaps to need to worry about.
I'm okay with that. You need a complimentary piece for Christian McCaffrey. That's why, the running back out of Notre Dame.
Oh, Jeremiah Love's my favorite player.
Love is unbelievable.
He's been the best player in college football for 2 years.
Obviously, he's going, top 10, top 12?
He might go 3.
Moving up. Yeah, that's what they were saying.
Yeah. If I'm Tennessee, I would take him.
I think he's that good.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think he's that good. So you need a piece to complement Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. You need speed in the backfield. McCaffrey's lost a little bit. There's no doubt. He's still a serviceable player. Really good. Really good in the pass game. I'm not mad at McCaffrey, but getting a piece, and everybody started, I go out with Niner Nick all the time, because why aren't they playing Garindo? Well, I watched Garindo at training camp last year. First play, got depleted by, who's our guy? D. Winters. Depleted him on a swing route.
Biggest hit of the year, I think.
I swear to God, I was sitting there with all the media members, and they all looked at me, Chris, I go, whoa! I couldn't help myself. It was like a hit I saw in the program. Alvin Mack smacking somebody, right? He just was not ready to play.
No.
I can't count on him.
He got no touches.
No touches.
Think about that.
And we know I should have hit it.
No touches.
It's wild you think that that's like the first thing that happened to him in camp last year, because I think about what happened to him his first day of camp 2 years ago.
Popped his hamstring right in front
the
of
three
us.
of us walk in.
It
the
was
first
literally
thing we
the
see
second play.
Yeah, we walk in. We're just settling in. Oh, hey, how you guys? Oh, look, what's this guy doing on the ground? Oh, that's Isaac Arendo. Like the most.
Now, he has speed. You got to get him to the outside.
Yeah.
But you got to take care of the football. And he was not taking care of the football at camp, was not catching the ball. So, look, do you want to count on him again?
No.
I need some juice in the backfield.
I know, but Jordan James, I'm very lukewarm on. They seem to be higher on him. Shanahan said in that presser at the owners' meetings, he was like, yeah, I failed to get him on the field this year, and I should have done a better job of that. I don't know what to make of that. Is that just coach talk, or do they really believe in Jordan James?
I don't know. They drafted him, but they fell on these start route.
I know.
The running backs, Joe Williams, Trey Sermon. I thought Trey Sermon for sure was going to pop, and he didn't.
Davis Price.
Jordan James was hurt twice in training camp. Twice.
What did you see when he was there?
Not much,
Okay,
because he
all right.
wasn't a field.
Yeah.
And then my lasting image of him at Oregon was walking up the tunnel at Pasadena in a Rose Bowl with the trainer holding his helmet because Ohio State was hitting a little too hard in that football game.
What about Mac Jones? Are they dealing Mac Jones?
Doesn't look like it, right?
I agree.
Indianapolis, give us that second rounder for him.
I
Be
want.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, are you out on Mac?
You would do it?
I thought about you last night when it came to Mac Jones because they showed him chucking
He
beer.
won me over.
No, well, I know you don't like your quarterbacks chucking beers on
Well,
camera.
just keep that on the low. I also don't like my head coaches, having scandalous retreats. Dude, hey, on the real, you ever put your fingers in between a woman that you're not in a relationship with
I
like
don't know
that?
what you're talking about, man.
You ever done that?
There's counseling for that, apparently.
I know where
Counseling.
you're going through with that.
There's counseling.
For April, bro.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's what you're talking about?
Is that how you get your sources?
888-957-9570 is the number. Just what's the position you want the 49ers to be
What's the position?
be prioritizing tonight?
Of all the words you used after the Rossini Vrabel conversation,
Yeah.
position?
I know. That's on me on that one.